The white buildings on the horizon have long signaled visitors they reached this historic destination where flags fly high above the common. A few tree-shaded dirt roads still kick up dust, and the name is revolutionary. Washington, New Hampshire is the first town in America incorporated under the name George Washington in 1776. You grew up in this town.
I grew up in it, and that is why I've learned the love of the town.
Gwen Gaskell is a Washington native, one of about 1,200 residents. She proudly points out her home has the highest town center in the state at more than 1,500 feet above sea level.
Lots of firsts, it seems, and we're proud of it.
The first Civil War memorial in the state was dedicated here in Washington, a centerpiece of this town. The very first Seventh-day Adventist church stands here. The man known as the father of West Point lived here.
Sylvanus Thayer got his early education here in Washington.
In the old cemetery just down the road, you can stand by the gravestone for Captain Samuel Jones' leg. Amputated and given a proper burial, they still talk about it in the Washington General Store.
And here I am,
where retired postman and town official Guy Eaton greets us with a poem.
It's called Welcome to Washington. Here at the General Store, there's no place we'd rather be. Our town center is the most photographed in the East. We've got a lot of beautiful lakes here, to say the least.
And Guy knows his hometown history.
The town was named Camden at the time. And one of my wife's ancestors, Ebenezer Spaulding, said we should name our town for General George Washington. So that's why we became Washington on December 13th, 1776. It's such an easy town to live in, you know. Everybody knows everybody.
The Washington General Store serves up neighborly chat and breakfast all day.
Well, look, the General. At the Washington General Store, you can get the General.
Grilled cheese with eggs, bacon, and hash browns.
Looks really good.
It's the lifeline of the town. So we provide eggs and milk, but we're also where we do music, and people come in the morning, talk about politics. It's really where everything happens. I love this town. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else right now.
Across the street at Gibson Pewter, John Gibson crafts one-of-a-kind pieces.
The cups that I'm working on today are a reproduction of George Washington camp cups. This is a faithful adaptation of the original. Washington, when he had important people at his encampments, would break out the silver. I learned the craft as a 8 or 9-year-old from my father.
Next to the colonial-style pewter plates and tankards and tea sets, framed black and white photos.
So that started out in 1802.
The Lovewell Hotel once stood on this spot. Tourists relaxed at resorts along the picturesque ponds and lakes. Today, Washington is home to Pillsbury State Park. The Washington Fire Department is always keeping watch over this town. That's just one of the chief's jobs.
So you're not just the fire chief in town, you're also the maple guy?
I'm a maple guy as well.
Sean Atkins.
This is our museum of maple antiques.
Also runs Atkins Family Sugar House.
I started when I was in kindergarten, went to kindergarten here in town. We went to a local farm and just fell in love with it. I could spend hours and hours, which I do out here boiling. It's just a labor of love that I really enjoy.
Mills and farms were driving forces in Washington over the centuries. At the Eckhart farm, beef and dairy cows roam the pastures, along with Porky the farm cat, while customers shop on the honor system. It is milking time twice a day for the third and fourth generations hard at work here.
I remember as long as I was old enough to remember. You know, probably like in the late 60s.
It's the only job he's ever had.
And they love life on the farm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been here 46 years if I didn't.
Keeps you busy.
Back in town, the bandstand is dressed in red, white, and blue.
I love the bandstand. We used to have big concerts on it.
Do you remember playing here when you were little?
Oh, of course.
Everywhere you look, there's a tribute to the nation's birthday, shared with the 1776 birthday of Washington, New Hampshire.
The more you know, the more proud you are to live here.
Do you think George Washington knew about this town named after him?
I suspect that somehow word got to him. I hope so. I hope so.